Imagine with me, if you will, we've been sheltering in place for going on 2 months, and we decide we want to partake of some of these sunny days that we're having. So we get the family together and we head on out to a park. We get to the park, we find a portion of grass. Mind you, we're still practicing social distancing. We find a portion of grass. We sit there. We grab some stuff to eat, and just as we get ready to eat, an improperly cleaned or disposed of mask blows and hits our child in the face. You can imagine now how what was supposed to be a good time has turned into a time of concern and time of fear. And I'm sure you could agree with me that this is not how our first time out would want to be. An article that is in the magazine, the New York Clock, is mentioning the ever-increasing concern of improperly disposed of medical waste and how individuals are coming into accidental contact with these items. Today, I will share with you how medical waste has become the new face of litter, what's causing it, and how we can turn it around. From a newspaper out of China that's called Ha Ha Ha, they aired an article that is titled, "If you can smell this, you may want to check the condition or the type of mask that you're using." They have attributed this disregard to our social distancing. Matter of fact, they've called it social disregard. And it comes in the form of not respecting our fellow man or citizen in properly discarding these items. And we having this increasing concern of litter. Now I know, or if you've heard, that the planet, Mother Nature, has had an opportunity to rest and reset. We've had aquatic life showing up in places where it hadn't been in years. The air quality has gotten better. Even the hole in the ozone layer is starting to shrink. But we are realizing that where we are populating the areas, we are having this ever-growing concern of the proper disposal, or I may say the improper disposal of medical waste. And the individuals around, they're becoming accidentally in contact with these things. So that brings me to my next point. We cannot allow social disregard to be our narrative. An article out of a newspaper in Russia titled "Kick 'em While They're Down" generated an article that speaks on social disregard and how, because of it, they have an ever-growing concern of folk coming into contact with these medical items that are not being properly discarded, and how in result it is called an emergence of the pandemic in their area. Ladies and gentlemen, that does not have to be our commentary. Which brings me to my next point, how we can turn this around. If we just have a little bit more regard, just be mindful of what we're doing when we are pumping gas, when we are opening doors. Just a little bit of being mindful about what we're doing. I've heard it in the Bible, or read in the Bible, where it says that the small fox spoils the vine, which means that it's the little things that cause the major disruptions. That does not have to be our narrative. If we would just take the items that we are using and get ready to discard, properly throw them in a trash container. Or if there's not a trash container that's available, we can take it and throw it in a plastic bag, and when the trash container makes it available, discard it there. Just those little things can turn the situation around. In concluding, I've shared with you what the problem is, what's causing the problem, and how we can turn it around. If we can just be mindful of the items and what we do with them, and just understand that though social distancing is our mandate, but we're not mandated to be socially disregarding to one another. So if I may, I can just leave you with this thought. If I could just say these few words to you. We are required to socially distance. We are not required to socially disregard. Thank you.